you that Donald Trump is the US president, because I don't think Kamala Harris will be able to bridge that gap. Now, your stomach, what do you eat? What do you eat? Because that determines how your health is. I have Wilson Kanyi with me in the studio. Welcome, Wilson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fred, for inviting me.
Now, Wilson is a health and wellness consultant.
Yes.
So you basically look at, the health of the whole person.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, there are a lot of things. Is it that, because every corner you take, there's somebody talking about health. Talking about the need to keep yourself fit, the need to do this. Is it that people are becoming more aware of their health, or is it because my interaction is probably with my age, and so as you age, you normally become very aware of what you eat, what you do? Is it an increase in awareness, or it's my clique of people that are now, because of their age, becoming more aware of their health?
Well, I get your question is very interesting. Is it because of age that people are getting aware of their health?
Yes.
Or is it that now everybody is getting aware of that? I would say what has triggered that is true. What has triggered that, one, is
what is true? People are becoming aware, or it's the age that that people are becoming aware?
They both have got a truth in it.
Okay.
Because as you age, absolutely, you get conscious about your health. You know what happens? You feel like, I'm having some pain here. I would like to prevent getting sick so that I can live long.
And your brain tells you you can do 100 meters in 2 seconds. Then you discover 100 meters you're doing in 24 hours.
You see now. Yes. So when you get older, you become conscious of health, because you feel like you have got more responsibility than when you were younger. Yeah. And you'd like to achieve that kind of responsibility for longest time possible. That is one thing why this health awareness is getting at least another level. Then the other thing is that we have got so many ways now of informing people. Yeah. The media. You see, like now when you go to like social media, almost everybody is there.
True.
There is a percentage of health that is being taken. You go and see, Google search, you'll find that health has been at the topmost of people searching, trying to look for something they are ailing. All right?
True. Very true.
Maybe it's something to do with gut, maybe something to do with mental. They are looking on a certain specific problem they are going through. Then it will triggers to them, they are able to read and understand 1 or 2, 3 things. So they now leave us to that. Then the reason is when we do that, we are bringing the health wellness conscious at another level. And then I've just mentioned this because of the media.
Yes.
Then the other thing that has brought this kind of level of awareness is a number of people today are sick than they were before. Yeah. The number of people getting sick is high.
Why? The number of people getting sick today is higher than before.
Yes.
What is it within our environment that is causing this?
Good lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
I would just simple lifestyle, and now you can be able to break down the kind of lifestyle we live. And I want to clarify onto this. The reason as to why we are now getting into more problems of health than before. One, the kind of life we live. We just look around the towns. We have all migrated to come to live in towns.
Yes.
For reasons, looking for an employment or an income. And it is true. Yes. Because around the villages, very little income you can find there. So people, when they finish their schools, whatever they come and look for jobs in towns. What happens now in town? Towns, the mobility, the movement has been very easy. People are very inactive.
So you have bodas, buses, Ubers, and you don't walk.
We rarely don't walk. I get from this building down here, I get into my car, or I look for a boda or I look for a Uber and be taken back to my office.
Yes.
And well, it sounds like it's a good thing because it looks like now you have been able to improve your life and economy, which is okay. But that results to inactive bodies. So what happens when you are inactive? One is not able to convert the kind of food or energy that you have taken in into vibrant health. That is one thing. The other thing is the food that we are eating. On your standing, every evening, just walk around and see. Every evening, you'll see all the supermarkets flocked.
Yes, true.
People, what are they buying? Milk, bread, sugar,
and flour.
Yani, those kind of things we normally buy, and we know they are all processed.
Oh, so the okay, I get you. So the problem is that we are consuming a lot of processed foods.
That is the point. And you can take that to the bank. You go to every house today. I'm confirming to you that over half of the food stuff that is there, almost 70% is processed.
Yeah, that's
sodas. There is meat which has been bought from processed factories. There is milk that we normally buy in packets. There is crepes. There is bread. There is, name them, stocked very well there.
Rice.
Rice is there. Rarely do we see people stocking things like vegetables, like cucumbers. Rarely do we do that. And that's why you see the biggest portion of our plate is carbohydrates. Consider that this person is inactive. And what you take in, you need to burn. Actually, you need to burn the calories. So, the reason as to why now the body will now react and tell you, now, my friend, you are doing disservice to me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get sick so that you can now consider getting back to the right way. And that's why now you feel like stomach is aching, then the body is getting some hormonal imbalance. Then sometimes you find like somebody is having less stress sleep, then indigestion, constipation is all over. Then every time they are lashing to, and we continue with the same process.
Yes.
Then you find that we only resort to going for medication because we feel like it is
something is wrong. So our food is literally killing us.
That is the choice we have made.
Yes.
Absolutely, a big number of people that we have in these particular town centers is the food choices.
Now, there was a gentleman who was telling us or taking us through some time back,
yes,
the number of sugars. Take for instance your daily serving of ugali. When you eat ugali, if you compare that, you turn it to teaspoons of sugar,
yes,
that you're putting in a cup,
yes,
you literally be shocked, because we are taking in a lot of sugar.
Sugar is like a daily thing in us, in many ways, either in the tea we drink, either in the food we eat, because they have also got glucose, which is still sugar, the sodas that we do, the juices that we have all over, we have a lot of sugar intake, and that is alarming. And let me say this and say it now and here. This is a concern to our gut. And when the gut, because gut is our second brain, let me mention.
Oh, your gut is your second brain.
Second brain, because we have got three brains. One is in our mind.
Yes.
The second one is in our gut. The third one is in our heart. Those are the three critical organs in the body that should be well taken care of. At the moment they are taken care of, other issues in the body are well taken care of. If we take, and really, what we take in is what we are going to get. If we take into our system the correct meals, the correct portions, the correct time, then it means the body is able to absorb the necessary minerals and the nutrients that one has taken in, and then distribute it accordingly, because body is very wise. It knows what needs what and where.
Yes.
So over a period of time now, these three brains, once they coordinate, then what means is that one is able to live a good health, and one is also able to live long, and one is able also now to do their duties without much of the health problems. Gut, back again to gut. We are not only what we eat. We are not, listen to that. We are not only what we eat.
Yes.
We are what we absorb.
We are not only what we eat, we are what we absorb.
Yes.
Meaning?
I have seen and come across so many clients.
Yes.
I eat so well. And it is true, they have got very good portion of food that they eat. Well, portion like vegetables, 3/4 of the plate, protein, like an eighth of the plate, and carbohydrate, the other eighth. You know that is the correct measure. 3/4 should be vegetables.
Okay,
am I getting you?
Yes, but that's a difficult thing. Sasa, how do I go measuring sembe, this, nyama, and then
you know,
you just get your plate and you dig in.
You know, that's normally what you have been able to learn from the word go.
Yes.
But doesn't mean that because we learned that and we adapted as our habit is the correct way.
Yes.
There comes a point that now we need to correct our old method, our habits, because they are not working good for our health, to the hard method of adapting, which is good for our health. It's not easy, but it was meant not to be easy from the word go.
Yes.
Because to keep health is not an easy job. It has a lot of things that comes around it.
Yes.
Either the thing that you have been able to learn from the word go, the people you associate with, you know, like people every other Friday, you might find some people seated somewhere, eating meat like this much, roasted, some meat fried, and then after that, then they drink, they have a drink. Okay, it feels nice when you chat with the friends after weekend and you maybe you watch football, you come up with the updates of the US elections.
Yes.
And I know where you are, I'm also on that side.
I'm a Trump person.
So as you keep yourself updated with such affairs, you are taking and drinking something. What do normally people do? Meat, a lot of meat, a lot of ugali, maybe a lot of rice on that side.
Yes.
And a drink could be a beer or something else people would love to. But that is the habit that we have acquired. But it is not good for us. It is high time that we live as a group, but our life is individual. Because no one dies for the other.
Yes, true. Only Christ died for us.
Absolutely, and none else is going to come after that.
Yes.
So you live for yourself because you want to live health, keep doing things that are supposed to be done, because even God himself gave us long life to live, but we need to work for that. So when you talk about gut health, what we absorb, the reason as to why I say some people would come in and say, I've got a very good portion of 3/4 of the vegetables, eighth of the protein, and eighth of the carbohydrates. Now, these carbohydrates should always be, and merely could be the whole meal. Get that one.
The brown stuff.
Whole meal, yes. The brown stuff, which is tasteless. Have you ever tasted that?
Why are all good things taste? Why do all good things taste bad, and all bad things taste good?
Absolutely. Some people will ask you, why do people who don't go and pray to church succeed in life?
Yes.
And people who normally come here every day, they are having it very hard.
Yes.
Do they stop going to church?
No.
And they say, God is blessing people who even don't know him. But people who normally go to church, they find it so hard to succeed. But the point is, they will never stop going to church because of that reason. The same thing. The good things, the bad things are very sweet. Just like we normally say, the road that leads to hell is very wide.
Yes, true.
But the road that leads to life is very narrow and very harsh. The same thing. The road that leads to health is very narrow and it has to be conscious. So when we eat food, and by the way, once you get used to correct lifestyle, habit changes within 21 to 28 days.
21 to?
28 days.
So if I start eating correct today,
Yes.
the right portions, the right kind of food, the taste and all that may not be all that, but after 21 to 28 days, my body will have adjusted.
Okay. Yes, that one is the truth. So the point always is, start the right thing. It's not easy, I know. It's not lovely, you not like it, but do it 21 to 28 days. The habit will change. Kill the old habit by doing the good habit.
Yes.
That is the only way you can change the way. The old habits, you kill them by doing the good habit, which you know consciously is leading you to the right direction. So the moment now we feed correctly, because we are having the information, the 21 days, 28 days are over, you'll feel now the body has adjusted. The good thing about what God did to ourselves is that we are adjustable. We are adaptogen, meaning that we adapt to the environment that we have been put, now exposed for some period of time. And then we live good.
Now, when I look at the statistics of people coming up with, type 2 diabetes, I don't know whether you can change type 1, but mostly type 2, because that's what it's acquired. The number of people coming up with type 2 diabetes, and now one of the #1 killers in the country, hypertension. Yes. I mean, all these things. Why are we seeing such a spike in this?
Thank you. I want to mention something a little bit about diabetes. There might be many types, but barely there are 3. The pre-diabetic. The now diabetic type 2.
What is pre-diabetic?
Pre is when it is very new. And it's just there. The sugar levels has gone maybe to, they are playing around there.
Yes.
Up to around 12, 15, then coming down. It's like it's trying to
control itself.
It's just like trying to say, I'm coming to attack you.
Yes.
You know? So that is pre. It's just getting to there. Because no one will get diabetic like instant. It has started somewhere, like you have not monitored your way of life, you have not been checking, but again you are not careful, then that is pre. But as long as this pre consists, a pre-diabetic takes longer, it gets now to diabetic. And for adults, it goes to diabetic type 2. Diabetic type 1 is merely for a large percentage for young and children.
Okay.
They are born with it because that is lack of insulin in the blood, lack of glucose into the blood. Diabetic type 1.
Yes.
Diabetic type 2 is a lot of glucose
in the
sugar
blood.
in the blood.
Oh, so type 1 is deficiency of sugar in the blood?
Yes.
Type 2 is a lot of sugar in the blood.
Yes, and what controls that, either in a lot of sugar or very little sugar, is one organ called pancreas. If pancreas is malfunctional, is not working the way it's supposed to work, sugar levels will be unstable. So, but barely for adults, they get to type 2 because of now the lifestyle.
Yes.
They have put a lot of sugar, they have taken a lot of carbohydrates. So what happens, that pancreas will be unable to remove the sugar levels from the blood, and then it triggers and goes up to diabetic type 2.
Yes.
Okay? And now that can be a long-term problem, but it can be sorted out very well with change of habit to the correct way. No one, I'm confirming this, who has acquired diabetic type 2 because of living a healthy lifestyle. That one is unless
no one has. You cannot get type 2 diabetes while you're eating and acting right. Yes.
Yes. Unless it's genetic. This genetic, once you realize early, you are now able to monitor. So if you got diabetic type 2, then you can reverse, correct it, and it is absolutely, it's able to reverse and get back to normal sugar levels by correct lifestyle. Eating food correctly, cleansing, because I want to mention something about cleansing the gut. You need to cleanse gut, colon regular, because gut is including intestine, it includes colon, it includes the stomach.
So it's a stomach,
the intestine, and the colon itself.
The colon is the large intestine?
Yes. The intestine now we consider the small intestine.
Yes.
That housing, you see it, the way we learned in school.
Yes.
That housing is the colon, is the gut health.
And the stomach, the colon, and the small intestine.
Yes. So when this is well cleansed, because of a period of the time, if you have absorbed a lot of bad foods, and a lot of chemical processed food, and of course we go to shops and maybe markets, buy nyanya, skumas, we don't clean them well, and you know they have been grown through a lot of chemicals.
Yes.
When we don't clean them well, we take in those kind of the kind of pest control products. Then it gets into our gut. They flock and block the villi, the in and out, because in intestine and gut, we have got pervolation that helps the food to come, the waste to come out and the nutrients to come in. Through that, if the gut is not clean because it has been blocked, the pulse of in nutrients out waste, then it means even if you eat the most
the healthiest kind of food,
the body is not going to absorb because it has been blocked. So what you need to do is to use either there are prebiotics and probiotics product, or even drinking a lot of water together to make sure that now you are opening the pores, so that if you eat a good balanced diet, the body is going to absorb maximally for your health. Okay? So it is not only what we eat, but it's what the body absorbs.
So if you don't cleanse your gut, if you don't cleanse your gut, you may be eating the right thing, but it's not being absorbed by the body.
Very true.
Wow.
That is the point. You might claim all the food you have been eating is all good, but it is not helping at all.
So prebiotics, I have my wife and my daughters. Every now and then, they will tell me when I pass through the supermarket, buy us yogurt that is, I think it's biotic. I just know there is biotic somewhere. So these are the stuff we are supposed to be drinking to help our stomach?
Yes, I would say that is a good product.
Yes.
But there is an ingredient of processing. Being processed. So whatever probiotic is in that yogurt, it will not be sufficient, because every probiotic product should have not less than 8 trillion.
8 trillion.
8 trillion probiotic. You know, if you measure what we have in supermarket, it's absolutely very slow. So we need to understand which kind of probiotic are we taking to feed. 2, if you take probiotic, these are living organisms. If you don't feed them with prebiotics, because they live.
Okay. There's prebiotic
and probiotic.
Probiotic.
Yes.
So it's pre. Why is it pre? Before.
Thank you. Before. Pre means most of the time is before.
Yes.
Pre is the food of pro.
Pre is the food of pro.
Yes, because pro, they are living microorganisms that are good bacteria in our gut to help gut functioning properly. These living organisms, they have to feed. Am I right?
They don't need the food we eat?
No. They need prebiotics. Meaning that now you have to look for something that is prebiotic to feed the good bacteria that you have put through probiotic, so that it can help the gut to function.
Good. So, classify for us. What are these? What are these foods? What are these? The pre's.
Yes.
How do we take and consume, and what do we consume that becomes pre, so that we are feeding the pro?
Okay. The way this product or this kind of system is that before you even bring in the pre, the pro, sorry, you have to have sufficient enough. Just like a good example, there is no animals in the forest, like gazelle, deer, that you live there without grass to eat. So there must be sufficient, and you'll find they will migrate from one place to another looking for grass.
Yes.
If an area is better, enough grass, then they will go there. If not, then they will vacate. The same thing.
Yes.
We need first to make sure that we have enough prebiotics in our system before we go for pro. So that when we bring pro, we'll be able to feed them properly. Now, what do I mean by pre? Pre is now the minerals, the vitamins, and the nutrients that the body requires, so that the organisms that feed us into the right health, when they come in, they are going to be able to find something to eat.
So that the pros are also going to be healthy.
Yes.
So if your pros are not healthy, you're a sick person.
You are definitely.
Yes.
They are not healthy, and they are not enough.
So I'm really interested, because my question, don't the pros feed on our food? Because ideally, what we were taught in school is that we get our minerals from the foods that we eat. So what do we need to eat to increase the pre's in our bodies?
Good, thank you. We need to eat right, meaning that we need to combine all the vegetables that one is able to eat. We have no choice. You can make a choice of the vegetables that you eat, but it's good to have a lot of combination. Then we go, like we mentioned, go for plant protein. Plant protein, most of them are very healthy.
These are beans.
Beans, cereals, peas, you can name them, they are all over. Then when you go to carbohydrates, you of course know that if you go to whole meal, that is the best. That is one way of feeding the prebiotic.
So then, if carbohydrates, we eat the whole meal, we are also feeding.
Yes, we are feeding the prebiotic, the probiotic, sorry.
Yes.
Then because we don't get enough, we don't get all the minerals and nutrients the body requires, we come in and do supplementation. It is truly noted that there is no diet without supplementation. There is no complete diet without supplements. So,
you know, supplements were once upon a time a preserve of the rich, in the sense that they would eat food and then they would constantly have a bottle. They shake and they take. So meaning, irrespective of who you are, after you need to supplement.
That is the point. We need to supplement. Why do we need to supplement? One, because we have got nutritional gaps. The nutritional gaps, because as I want to mention, the body requires, you can do your own research, and it is confirmed through several studies that have been done. The body requires 25 different types of fruits, different colors in a day.
25 different
types of fruits, different colors.
Okani mwone. 25 different fruits, types of fruits, different colors. Meaning the colors tell us what the fruit has. Yes, please dig in. Let's hear this. So you can literally live on fruits.
What I am meaning, we can literally live on fruits. And do you know, by the way, why do we have people who don't eat meat and they live? They live very well. Am I
very true?
And they live a healthy life. So it's not a must we keep on eating other animals.
True.
Like chicken, fish, goat.
Me, fish I have to eat. Jesus ate fish.
He just ate fish, but it was not his staple food.
True.
When I'm coming to 25 different types of fruit, different colors, I mean that the body was created to have that. If one is able to identify and get all those fruits and put them together, eat, they are going to have good health. Remember, the body should now be clean to absorb this. You are not taking the fruits
before you have
into a dirty colon. It's useless. It must be clean. Then these 25 different types of fruit, different colors, the problem is that it requires a lot of time to get them together.
These fruits?
Yes. How can it, practically, you cannot be able to get all those fruits unless you are doing only that.
Yes.
You are not doing anything else.
Yes.
And probably one fruit might not be in Nairobi. It might be in Marid type of fruit. Yes. The other fruit might be in somewhere else in outside Kenya.
Take us through these types of fruits and tell us what the colors, when I see, because I've heard people being told, take an apple, but take the green one. So I've wondered, it's an apple.
Yes.
Red or green? Why are you telling me to take the green? Now that you brought up the issue of color,
yes.
What are the colors? What do colors tell us about the fruits?
Good question. Once you go back even to the origin,
yes,
there is reason as to why things, they are the way they are.
Yes, true.
All right? Things cannot be just the way they are without reason. The different fruit, like that you was just mentioned, the green apple and the red apple. The point is that there is minerals, nutrients that one apple has, the other one is not having. And without breaking down into which has what and which has what, to make it simple, the reason as to why colors are different is because this has a different benefit and this has another different benefit that this one doesn't have. Even though
they're in the same class of fruit?
Yes. Just like now we have I want to mention a very good product that I normally advocate and I will let people know that if they want, they can always get to me.
Yes.
The plant that we call the aloe vera.
Aloe vera. This ugly thing that has things that spike you.
Very ugly. We talked about ugly things that are good.
Yes.
The aloe vera plant has got 400 different types of species. 400.
Aloe vera alone, 400 different types.
Yes. 400 different types of fruit.
Yes.
And only, they are all good, but only 3 to 4 are good for human benefits and consumption.
So it's not that you just go and consume any aloe vera.
No, you don't. Because let me say this. It also depends with how they are grown. For example, I want to mention you that you have had the tea from a particular place, county in Kenya, is nice, sweeter, and more beneficial than another tea in another.
True.
They are both tea plants. But one is more beneficial than the one that is being planted. And you find that this is beneficial, is paying people more.
Yes.
So what happens with the most quality plant of tea, because of the costs, because always is very high, what they do, they go and blend with the low quality.
The bad one.
I want to bring you to point
aloe vera.
There is no any plant or fruit that is only by its own species. There are several different types of species. And then the point is that which is good and beneficial for people. For aloe vera, okay, I just mentioned one very specific that I know, that I will let people use. If they don't know where to get it, I'll be able to advise them. Called the Barbadensis miller.
Atedo.
Dio hiyo. Barbadensis miller. That's our botanical name.
Yes.
Okay, we came to learn.
Yes.
And the good thing about that plant, it has more benefit than any other known aloe vera. So if one...
What kind of benefits?
The benefit is...
Yes.
Once it is, once somebody uses, let me take you back again to where it is more beneficial.
Yes.
One, it is normally has got a lot of fluid. Okay, let me mention it has got 200 compounds. It have got something called the enzymes, more than 10 enzymes. And it has got vitamins in it, more than any other aloe veras. So, and then it has got some other amino acids, more than 20 different types of amino acids, which no other aloe vera can get into that. So the challenge is, these products or this plant, they are rarely found. So the point is that for you to get maximum benefit, don't just jump into having something without knowledge. I want to give you an example. I met somebody who was talking to me that they used aloe vera they were very cautious.
Yes.
They used aloe vera. Somebody went to a particular friend,
yes,
and they discussed about a problem that person had on his eyes. So he was told, just use aloe vera and then put it on it. Then he went. He did that. In 3 to 4 days, because he had used a lot of aloe vera, which he just picked anyway, anyhow, he was lashed into hospital because he was losing his sight.
What?
All right?
Yes.
Because there are toxins sometimes that are in particular plant that are not in the other. It is good to know where am I headed to for my good health. So once you get this particular plant of aloe vera and drink it, the good thing is that it cleanses the gut. Actually, one is able to go to washroom properly, because sometimes we find a lot of problem on constipation. That is a very big concern, because it even brings hemorrhoids. You know that? Yes. Prolonged constipation leads to hemorrhoids, which are very painful. And they can be both internal and external. But to treat them sometimes is very tedious. So to avoid that, it's good to make sure that one is able and comfortably going to bowel movement and feel nice, because I believe there is nothing that is so good and satisfying than when one goes to a long call and they are able to unload everything properly. You move out and feel that you have done good.
How many times, ideally, before we go to the aloe vera and other fruits and colors, I'm really interested in that. How many times is one supposed to have a bowel movement?
3 times.
3 times a day.
After every meal.
Oh, after every meal, you're supposed to go for bowel movement.
After 3 hours.
Alan, unasikia? This guy goes only once in 2 days.
That is a problem. That is a clogging. Do you eat? How many times do you eat in a day?
He eats he has a breakfast, lunch, supper.
A health body. After eating, because the machine is working properly.
Yes.
Because you don't eat and then the body keeps the food in store to go and get it after some time. The body is working consistently. So when you take food, the body has started digestion. Actually, the digestion starts from mouth. We went back to school.
So
it goes down to stomach.
Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Because again, I've been told that these days we are eating too fast. We are not digesting. So how long am I supposed to chew my food before I swallow it?
Thank you. As long as that food becomes fluid.
Okay.
You chew your food until it becomes like porridge. Then you can swallow.
The same thing we were beating our children for doing.
Absolutely. You should chew food until, and I'm having a point whereby for a gut to be healthy, you should eat slowly. Chew like you have no other thing to do at that particular time. And I'm very much afraid, because today what we are doing, the food is on the table, I'm on my phone and the screen is there. Then at times I get something interesting on my phone, then the food is, I stop chewing, you say like this. I take some time, then I continue. That is absolutely very long. We have adopted a habit because of the kind of life we live today that is very unhealthy. So
I'm supposed my ugali, kanyama, mboga, then I just chew like a queen.
Yes.
So until it becomes watery in my mouth.
Yes.
That's the time I allow it to go to the next phase.
I have no regret in saying that.
Yes.
That is the correct way to chew our food. Irrespective of whether food is balanced diet or not.
Yes.
The other section is to chew your food correctly and you fine it. The moment now it goes down to the system, then if the gut is well and clean, then it is going to absorb. Don't give our body. Have you seen that if you happen to eat githeri, and one githeri passes through the gut?
Yes.
How do you get when you go to toilet?
Hey, you get it the way it was.
You just get it the way it was. Yes. Then what did you do? You did a very bad thing. You just made your body tired for nothing.
Yes. Because our food was not digested. Yes. It just came out the way it entered in your mouth.
That's it.
So eat until it becomes watery. This is very important. You chew. There are things. Saliva. Or what happens?
You know, saliva is a good ingredient of helping us even to digest or maybe to chew food.
Yes.
The moment the saliva, enough saliva is into our body, and then you have got enough teeth to chew.
Okay, let's just take a short break. We sort out something, and then we come back.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome back. Our camera did not chew the image long enough. So we chew. Our saliva is part of the digestive juices.
Absolutely. I'm happy because even the camera is listening.
Yes.
It got shocked about this information.
Yes.
They has to say, "Hi, are you serious?"
Yes.
We are serious.
Yes.
The saliva is an ingredient that is very important to help us chew our food.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that we choose the correct food.
Yes.
We have taken now into our mouth for chewing. Mm-hmm. We do it properly until it becomes like fluid. Mm. Then we swallow. Mm-hmm. After that, we leave it the rest to the body to continue. Mm-hmm. The good thing is that once we do that, we also help our bowel movement.
True.
To be good. And then during the day, one is supposed to keep taking a lot of water. Like ladies, they should take like 2.5 liters a day.
2.5 liters of water.
At least 2.5. Men should be 2.7 to 3 liters. And I'm very afraid.
2.7 to 3 liters?
Yes, for men.
Why do we have to take more than ladies?
Because the composition and the functions of a man, even the intake of calories should be higher. Because the demand of a man is higher.
True.
In all areas. In all areas. Even the hormones of men are different from ladies, and they demand more concern and care than we can compare with ladies. So
okay, that's pretty interesting.
2.7 to 3. A man, if you are not taking 2.7 to 3 liters, you are just getting yourself into the wrong direction. Other things can be discussed, but this water is free. We are not. You don't buy water. If you buy, it's okay, but you can get it well.
Yes.
But drink clean water. I'm mentioning clean water,
yes,
not just any water. Clean water, so that you can be able to help the body hydrate, because the gut will not be able to work well if there is no good hydration. All right.
Yes.
So with that, I believe now that when we combine many things that we have, I would like quickly to mention something. If
yes.
you are not, if you are okay.
As you do that, also remember you can give us just a general information on what the colors of the fruit tell us this fruit has. Just general. I know you know them, but probably you've not memorized all of them.
Okay.
Yes.
The colors of the fruit, even the way that it has, you wait for the fruit to ripen. Because the moment the fruit is ripe, then it has got enough and mature nutrients, vitamins to take in. You see, for example, we have got fruits like apple. Apple, you have got different colors. Of course, they will start from the word go. It will show the color that it's going to have at the end.
Yes.
The green will still continue being green until the end. If you go to any other, unless, let me mention before I continue, unless you have got any concern about ulcers, acidity, and H. pylori issues, take every fruit. Oranges, you have seen oranges which are yellow, and some are green, and some are other different colors. All these, there is no reason why one should not take them, unless maybe they have got a condition that one fruit is bringing a problem. Like for example, if someone is having a reflux and acidity, they might not go for oranges, because it's acidic in ingredient. So it might aggravate them. So they can choose another fruit which is less acidic to help them contain the condition.
Just to cut you short, you talk about acidity. Again, there's a lot of conversation that is going on that we are taking a lot of foods that increase acids in our bodies, yet we need an alkaline condition within our bodies so that an acidic pH in a body is conducive for all diseases. An alkalinic pH is it will kill all. It's not conducive for diseases. So how do we attain
the balance?
This? Yes.
Good. Today, because of the lifestyle, we go back again to what we mentioned because we are talking about that.
Yes.
The lifestyle has resorted to the pH balance being a problem.
Yes.
A lot of acidity, meaning that the balance has gone to the acidity, has increased on the acidity side than on the alkaline. And that triggers many bacteria and vitamins, like for example the H. pylori.
Yes.
It thrives into acidic.
So when your pH is more towards the acidic side,
yes,
the bad bacteria thrive there.
Thrives very. It's like a habit. Is the environment that favors this bacteria. So, and what happens now? Like example of H. pylori bacteria, Helicobacter bacteria. Once it thrives and multiplies, it tends to eat the mucous membrane.
Yes.
Because it is feeding.
Yes.
It is very happy when it is feeding on mucous membrane.
Yes.
This mucous membrane is what protects our body, our stomach, from other organs. Because stomach is very hostile environment.
The stomach
is very hostile.
Yes.
If you can happen to be in your stomach, you not come out alive.
Yes.
It's very hostile because that is where digestion is taking place. And the acidic level there is very high. So when acidic level goes high, other than in the stomach, the bacteria will eat this protecting layer of the stomach, which is called the mucous membrane. At the moment it feeds on that, it exposes now the harsh stomach into the other organs of the body. And that's why people will tend to say, I have got pain allowed here. I've got reflux. I'm feeling like I've pain, constant pain that is coming because the bacteria has fed on this mucous membrane and now it's exposed to environment that is not used to. So what happens? You get to have bleeding to an extent that it can resort to bleeding, which now one can find either in vomiting or when they go to a long call, you find some blood getting out of that.
Yes.
So the point is that we make sure that we control the pH.
What kind of things do we need to do now to take us more towards the alkaline side than the acidic side?
Thank you. We go back again to good lifestyle.
Yes.
Good lifestyle, eating good food, living healthy, drinking water, exercising.
Exercises moves people to the alkaline side.
Yes. It moves the body to make sure that it's balancing, because the body was created by God to be able to keep balancing. But we at times get in balance because of our activities. So when we do the exercise, meaning that the body is now able either to convert glucose into the right way. You remember I said about more glucose being into the blood.
Yes.
If exercise is done well, like the pancreas sometimes might be surrounded by cholesterol. So once you are able to reduce that cholesterol through exercising and using product and supplement for cleansing, you are helping the alkaline part of it. Two, the food that we talked about is going to help the alkaline aspect. Then
the reason why I'm going back to this is because I know quite a number of people are interested in how do I get my body to alkaline level, because if I do, some of the sicknesses that I'm experiencing now will actually start dying off.
I'll put it very simple.
Yes.
Get the body active. Either exercise, whatever exercise you want to do, either swimming, running, jogging, you can enroll into a gym, that should be there. You can do 3 times a week, like 30 minutes, because maybe other things. Don't overdo it. because you are even going to get tired,
yes.
and sometimes you might feel like it's not the right thing.
Yes.
Make it like it's something easy to do, but make it like a habit, exercise. Number 2, anything that you know about balanced diet, do it, and avoid processed food. Sodas. I'm not saying sodas are bad, but they are also bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
But intake of water should also be the case. I say 2.7 for men and above, and 2.5 for ladies. If you do higher, better for you.
Yes.
This is resorting to making sure that the alkaline level is going to be restored. Number 4 is now you do the supplementation.
Yes.
Because I may say that I'm saying again, we cannot get all the body requires from the food that we eat. Because one thing, you cannot fight some of the food and all that. And the other point is that some vitamins are not produced by the body and they are required. And when they are not produced, you need to ingest them.
So if they are required by the body, they are not produced by the body, we can't get them from the foods?
Yes. We can't get them from the food I'm mentioning, because some of the vitamins that are there, like B12, folic acid, vitamin E, you might not find them in good quantities and volumes in the food that we have in our exposure. But that the body does not recognize that you cannot have them. The body demands.
Still, yes.
Whether you go to America and get them, whether you go to Israel,
yes.
The body said, I need this type of vitamin. If you don't get it, you know what to do. I'll start complaining. And that's where the complaining of the body start aching.
Yes.
For you to make steps.
Yes.
Have you seen that when somebody is sick and having a problem is when they go and resort,
yes.
find a solution?
True.
Because the body said, you have kept me for long without this, then
go and get it.
I have to make you go for it. You have to feel pain. So that's why now we run out looking for 1, 2, 3 things. But barely, if you have this information before the body starts aching, you are going to prevent, and we know prevention is always better than cure. So alkaline part of it is also brought about by what I've just mentioned, supplementation, because we don't get all the food that we need from, from the exposure of that.
Yes.
Then do a good rest.
Rest
And rest like a baby. Sometimes there is a hormone called the cortisol hormone, which brings stress. Because of work we do, because of maybe a target we have not achieved, because of the workplaces, a lot of pressure in there, it triggers this stress hormone that is very dangerous if it is active. The reason as to why you need to rest is to make sure that you calm down this cortisol hormone. You do exercise, get tired, eat well so that you can be able to go to toilet when necessary. When you go to sleep, you go to sleep. You don't go to sleep and have your phone on there and scroll all night long. You are doing yourself a lot of
sleep and sleep.
Sleep and sleep. And then sleeping is not just sleeping. Sleep the right position.
Hey.
Do we need another day for this?
I think we need a... So, how do I know I'm sleeping the right way and I'm asleep?
I think that is a whole topic.
Yes, that's a whole topic. So, which foods are we taking now that are taking us more to the acidity? Because I can see our time is up.
Yes, please.
And I need to make sure. We'll definitely have a continuation of this conversation next week on Wednesday.
Okay.
So that we take it a notch higher.
Okay.
What kind of foods are giving us acidic?
Good. Quick one.
Yes.
We just mentioned what is locally available.
Yes, what is
allowed here.
Yes.
What brings a lot of acidity is processed.
Processed food.
Yes.
Unga ya chapati, unga ya ugali, all rice.
I want to tell the listener or the viewer.
Yes.
If next time when you go and do chapati.
Yes.
Because we love chapati, we are getting to that season.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
For you to have chapati and the wheat itself is gelatin. It has got like glue.
Yes.
Have you seen? You have noted when you are preparing the chapati, when somebody is molding and doing that,
the dough.
It's glue.
Yes.
It's sticking all over our hands.
Yes.
If it is not well cooked, what happens? That continues into our system. The glue content and the glue, the sticking part will continue into our body. So the digestion will be very poor.
Yes.
And the stomach might fail to do digestion.
Yes.
That can increase the acidity. So what I'm recommending, when you do chapati next, and you want a healthy chapati,
yes,
look for pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
Yes.
Malenge?
Malenge.
Yes.
Look for pumpkin, cut it, mix together with your unga. You know, you boil it and put together with your unga. Then cook that chapati, pumpkin chapati. What happens when you eat? You not feel like the stomach has got gases, you not feel the bloated, and you'll be able to go to long call very well. Mix with pumpkin. That one you can let me know next time what you feel.
All right.
Yes.
I'll have your number. If you need supplementations,
yes,
talk to us. We'll see how we can connect you to Wilson.
Yes.
He can be able to help you with some of the things that you're going through. So I think that's very, very important. Unfortunately, time just flew.
Absolutely. Time flies like when you are doing good things.
Yes. As promised, what we'll do next week around this time, we will come back and have this conversation and see how else you can be able to build your system, because you are what you eat. He added, you are not just what you eat, you are what you consume, what is absorbed,
yes,
what you absorb.
Yes.
And remember, we can get all these things. You cannot get every vitamin, all the minerals that you get, that your body needs from food. You need to supplement. So we'll have this conversation. We need you healthy. A healthy nation is a great nation. Thank you very much, Wilson.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I'm so happy to have been with you today, but we promise God we'll be able to meet next week.
Amen.
We do more.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Do have yourself a lovely morning. Make sure you eat right. Usiongeze acid kwa system. Move towards alkalinity, and it will help you. Good morning.